Somewhere out there is the largest freshwater lake in the world, Lake Superior. But you can't see it because visibility is less than half a mile and our airplane is currently stuck on a grass strip in northern Wisconsin. And in just 3 days, she's supposed to be on display at the largest aviation event in the world. Now, 2 days earlier, this trip looked entirely different. When most people think of Wisconsin, they picture farmland, small towns, cheese curds, but along the state's northern edge, Lake Superior has carved out an entirely different Wisconsin. Sandstone cliffs, sea caves, crystal clear water, and islands that feel a little bit more like the coast of Maine than the Midwest. So we packed up Tina with everything we'd need for a few days and headed north. Our destination was a grass strip outside a tiny town called Cornucopia. And the moment it came into view, we knew this wasn't the Wisconsin we were expecting.
I feel like you found a gold mine, Paul.
Unfortunately, we'd only get 1 day. Almost overnight, smoke from the Canadian wildfires swallowed the entire coastline. In just 3 days, we were supposed to fly into Oshkosh for AirVenture, the largest aviation event in the world, where Tina had been invited to be on display at Garmin's booth. So now the question wasn't whether we'd get to explore Wisconsin and the natural beauty it held. It was, would we even get out at all? Hi, we're Aaron and Paul, and 6 years ago we had a crazy dream to own our own airplane, fly it to all 50 states, and explore the best things to do on and just off airport across the US. And after years of learning and building our dream plane last year, we're finally doing it. Flying ourselves in our plane Tina to all 50 states powered by Lycoming. So welcome to state number 10, Wisconsin.
It is official, Aaron and I are on our way to Wisconsin to go to Oshkosh. But before getting to Oshkosh, we wanted to explore a little bit. We got about a week. So we're gonna be exploring the northernmost coast of Wisconsin. And when I say coast, I didn't know that was a term that could be used in conjunction with Wisconsin. So we're about to rip out. We're in Minneapolis, St. Paul right now, headed on over to, where's the first stop?
Traffic, 503 X pop up, lining up 16. Limit. You good to go?
Yep.
Limit traffic, 3 X pop up, crosswind departure 16.
What's up, Tina? It's been a while.
It has been a while. When we were trying to figure out what to do for the state of Wisconsin, we really only knew a few things about it. We knew about AirVenture, so we've gone there the past couple of years, and really about the Packers and cheese curds. So not a lot about the state, but the more we dug into it, the more we saw photos online of gorgeous islands off the coast of Wisconsin that kind of looked like the Bahamas.
This first strip is an RAF strip, and it looks super cool. I jumped on a call with the airport manager, and he mentioned there might be bikes there, which we got that one covered, but there might be bikes there. And then like a mile from the airport, apparently there's a cute little village. It's a fishing village. There's great local fresh fish from Lake Superior, and then amazing kayaking, some great hiking, and plenty of bugs to go around. So we've got our bug spray.
We made it to the ocean.
To the ocean?
It looks like it.
It does look like the ocean. Such a cute little town.
Little harbor, all the sailboats. So apparently people from Madeline Island are that side, which is literally right over there. You can kind of see Madeline Island in the distance right now.
Close.
That's it. So apparently people from there actually come over here to go kayaking. So Cornucopia is a little closer to the caves than Madeline Island is. There's 2. There's 3, 4 islands. You can see 4 or 5 islands.
Wow.
See more islands in the distance.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
40, 30, 20, 10, 5, 2, 1.
There's a lot of black flies already swarming us. Like, look at that big dog. Holy frick.
No. Okay, get out.
So it begins.
I feel like you found a gold mine, Paul. I looked at how far it is from the water, because landing here, you don't have a water view. But it is only a 3-minute drive, which we don't have a car, 5-minute bike, we do have a bike, or a 10-minute walk to the water. What is our plan today?
Well, I say we set up camp. We offload, we set up camp. We were gonna go rip around, but it's pretty hot right now. Maybe an evening rip. But maybe head into town, see if we can get a kayak today or tomorrow morning.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, evening kayak or maybe morning kayak.
Yeah, I like it.
have a little pilot's lounge here. It's the RAF, I think, that supported it. It's a little building right over here, so I think we should go check it out.
I think we should. Quick pilot's lounge tour. They got bikes here, a little sofa to chill out in, chairs if you want to take it outside, a coffee station.
With coffee, that's so nice.
That's amazing. And on top of that, AC. Which is going to feel divine on a day like today. Minnesota and Wisconsin, I was not expecting it to get this hot.
They have Wi-Fi and power, so we can charge everything up instead of just solar. That's nice. This is great. This is a great resource. If it were to storm or something, we could always come inside, which is really nice to like have this. We do not want to sleep outside in this. The bikes are clutch. I mean, I'm still gonna, we're gonna name our e-bike.
Tina, and help us in the comments below. We just need you to work a little faster and I'll be hanging in here longer.
You know, on the sectional, it just looks like a really small airstrip, not private, public, but I didn't find a lot about this strip on forums. Like, I was just kind of clicking around the map and ended up finding this on the RAF website, actually. This is a cool little nugget of a find.
Hey!
Let's swim.
Hey.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie, I think a new rule for us camping, specifically when it's warmer weather, is that we have to be by a lake, because this feels insane. Everyone tell Paul, I like your Abercrombie swimsuit. Your wife did a good job picking that out.
You did. Get yourself one of those.
Yep. A wife.
Yeah. Well, bugs are definitely coming out right now. When we went into town, the outfitter that does the kayaks is closed for the evening, so we don't know if we're gonna get kayaks in the morning yet, but it sounds like we'll just have an early morning and try to rip down and steal some, so.
I think it's gonna be an early morning either way because it's getting warm here.
Yeah.
But also, the lake. I will gladly wake up to go to the lake.
Yeah, sunrise is pretty early. I was about to say sunrise at the lake.
5:40.
Oh, frick, no. No, I'm still sleeping. I'm sure there's a B-roll shot that, Tyler, you can find and you can put on the screen here.
I know we've shared a lot of what goes on in these travels online, but there's so much that happens when we're not recording, and just things that happen that go unplanned, whether it being community and people that we meet, just like experiences that we feel so blessed or grateful for, and we just see, I don't know, I kind of call them God things, because like you just can't explain them. And so many of them have happened already in this 50 state series that I've already started journaling it because it's something I never want to forget. And I think that's important, whether you believe in God or not, to hold gratitude in life. I think a grateful heart goes a long way.
I think that's one of the things that is associated with longevity in life, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's a gratitude, I think. Oh, it's generosity. It's another G word. Frick. Maybe we need a generosity journal. Start one of those. We should start that. Yeah. You want a beer? You want a beer?
When I woke up this morning, I could pretty easily see it was IFR, and we ended up going for a run and just like enjoying the scenery and the views. But come to find out, there is a fire taking place in the Boundary Waters, and the smoke has also made its way over here, and now it's rolling in, like, honestly pretty big. Now you can smell the smoke, and I'm even seeing like ash show up on Tina. I do feel a bit of a predicament right now because while we are in this area before Osh, we want to explore it. But I also know the importance of protecting your health. We've gotten a bunch of recommendations of things to do in the area, and one is kayak the caves here in a couple hours. And we already have that booked. But I think right now, since we've been outside so much and we're camping and we just went for a run, I kind of want to be indoors. So I think we're gonna go maybe try to find a coffee shop, hopefully get out of the smoke. It's because it's coming in bad right now. She is smoky out there.
It's so bad. I need to be in here for a little bit just to breathe and clear my lungs.
Yeah.
I feel heaviness in my lungs, in my chest.
This whole exploring northern Wisconsin has kind of turned into, are we even going to be able to make Osh?
It's turned into, can we breathe? I'm just happy that this airport has this little spot right here.
Yeah.
It will probably sleep in here tonight.
Yeah.
Because it's actually better air quality. Worst places to be stuck.
Well, it is day 2 here in Cornucopia. I know we kind of left y'all hanging yesterday, but we ended up going down to the coffee shop, got some work done before heading to a restaurant.
We asked a few locals, we're like, hey, we're stuck here for the night. Where should we eat? And they're like, well, you got 2 options. You got the bar, the dive bar, Ponchos, or you got the Fish Shack. And they're like, if it were me, I'd eat at the Fish Shack. I'm like, all right, sounds good. And then we went down there. We got heckled by some locals, Jeff was just like, what are you guys doing here? And then we ended up grabbing a drink and sat down with him, and more friends kept coming around, and we ended up having a great time with them. They invited us into their clan. They invited us up to the lake house, went on a little boat ride, and then we spent the night. They had a nice little cottage for Aaron and I, and a nice shower, which is, you take those when you can get them.
Yeah.
So, and then they brought us back here. They kicked us out, so.
They kicked us out? I don't know if they kicked us out. They kind of more low-key adopted us. Yeah. Felt like we met our Wisconsin mom and dad here.
Something that we have not ran into is what's happening right now. We don't want to necessarily be outside because the air quality is so bad. I don't really know the measurement for air quality, but apparently normally 300 or 150 is really bad. 300 is everyone should stay inside. The air quality is 520 right now. And so Aaron and I really probably shouldn't be outside, but where else do we go?
Hard not to be outside when this is your living condition.
Yeah, it has been really nice to have that shack though. And it's been really nice to have some AC in there, and it's less smoky inside, so we can, I don't know, kind of get in and out of the smoke and
save the lungs.
Try to save the lungs, yeah.
All set up. Guys, I am not gonna lie. I was a little worried waking up this morning. I woke up around 4:45 a.m. and I looked outside and it was still pretty smoky. But today is the first day that I actually see sky. Now, it's not much better, but we have 3 statute miles of visibility. Let's go!
Hey, that's proper VFR, let's send that out.
Our goal right now is to rip it out of Cornucopia and head south, get out of the smoke, and then hopefully, maybe, we can make our way to Osh.
I've been watching the Fisk Arrival, and there have been a couple groups of people going in, and I see them getting to the lake, and they've been being turned around before getting to Fisk. So I know they're not allowing people in on the Fisk right now. I do think there's always something every year at Oshkosh. One year it's really, really bad storms. Another year it is the hottest freaking Oshkosh of ever. And this year I think we might be wrestling with some smoke.
We're leaving Cornucopia.
So this little thing right here is called an artesian well. Apparently back in the early 1900s, this was tapped. There's a bunch of layers of bedrock and water underneath us. And apparently there's some layers that are pressurized, under the pressure of all of the weight of everything, it's a pressurized pocket of water. And if you tap that water, if you actually get into it, it will always be a pressurized flow of water up to the surface, which you don't need a pump for anymore. So there's no pump here. It's truly just a natural source of glacier clean waters. I've heard that people will come down from Minneapolis or up from Minneapolis and fill just like the back of their truck full of water, and that's what they drink, and they make that trip every now and then.
I don't know if y'all can see it. All that black was not there in the water the other day. We were on the other side of this pier and it was just naturally brown sand.
And I'm really kind of wondering if all of that is just the ash over the last couple of days accumulating here in the water.
There's a couple things here in Cornucopia that we didn't get to experience that look insane online. And we're in Wisconsin every year, so
Yeah.
we'll have to come back and explore Wisconsin a bit
feel
more.
like we'll say Wisconsin is checked, but let's be real. We're gonna be back for Osh again next year, and we can fully experience northern Wisconsin this year.
Yeah, that's very true.
This is state number 10, but we will be back.
We'll definitely be back. Roll out.
Roll out, pack out.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You ready to go?
Yep.
All right, you're gonna left turn, cross out over the water.
Well, it doesn't smell smoky up here.
I know, we got rid of that.
I know. That's a good thing.
Wow, we were really just in this little harbor of smoke and fog. I mean, look at it. Afternoon, Aspen Tower, experimental Bearhawk, November 513, Echo Papa, 10 miles to the northwest inbound of Yankee.
November 513, Echo Papa, Aspen Tower, good afternoon. Enter our right base, runway 21, report 2 miles.
Out of the smoke and into the smoke.
Yeah, they have 5 statute miles of visibility now, so we're doing good down here. This, I feel like, is clear in a million in comparison to what we had.
The Congo line is already going for Osh. And we're thinking instead of getting involved in that today, we're going to skip it, rest up, and then be back tomorrow morning. Hoping that it'll chill out. Not really sure because of all the smoke. I bet a lot of people are going to have in their brains get there early. But we figured let's just get a good night's sleep, review everything once again, and head out bright and early. And hopefully land on that yellow dot. Or after. I'm just hoping to survive the Fisk Arrival.
I know, really. Tower 3 Echo Papa, 2 miles for right base, 21.
November 3 Echo Papa, wind 22010, runway 21, clear to land.
21, clear to land, 3 Echo Papa.
Y'all ready for Oshkosh?
Number 3 Echo Papa, clear tower runway 30, clear for takeoff, left turn on course.
30, clear for takeoff, left turn on course, 3 Echo Papa.
Looks like it's getting hazy.
Yeah, definitely hazy. Still got good visibility, probably 3 miles.
Oshkosh departure information to Whiskey 19053 Zulu weather. Wind 330 at 13, gust 18, visibility 58. IFR
Number 3 Echo Papa, now traffic to the west, 60 change approved, we'll see you.
Green change approved, thanks for the help. Have a good one, 3 Echo Papa. Man, this is so hazy. Alright, so we're at 2,500 feet right now. We'll come on down when we get a little closer.
Would the next frequencies be the runway ones?
Yeah.
So 27 is 118.5 and 36 left is 126.6. This is a freaking Congo line. Oh my gosh. That is not what we experienced last year.
Oh, my heart's like racing. Alright, we're coming down to 1,800 now, starting to slow. Okay, starting to look for traffic here.
Yeah.
Gonna come in over the lake. There's 3 or 4 around here, so we're gonna be starting to find that spacing in between one. Alright, we are in line. We're gonna hold this. 1,800, there's 105 miles an hour. Okay, we're in the Congo line. Frick, we made it.
Good work, Paul.
This is really nice on axis. I'm able to see my closure rate on the person in front of me. So I'm like looking right now, like, okay, their ground speed is this, my closure rate is -5 miles an hour. So if anything, I'm like losing a little bit on them, which is fine because I am right on the money what I need to be doing right now. Things that we've done ahead of time is we've put in both tower frequencies. So whenever they tell us to switch, we just have it. I can just switch. I can calm swap right here. Won't have to do anything.
0415 gust 21.
04, so 36 is where we want to still go.
Yeah.
All right, this is the railroad track straight here, and the silos, got them in sight, so we'll be following that. I can't believe we're flying this ourselves, man. This is so cool.
It's kind of nerve-wracking.
All right, so that was ripping. Next is picket, and then we'll get a rock.
High wing, half mile southwest of Fisk, rock your wings. Absolutely amazing rock. You want runway 36 or runway 27? 36, please.
I'm gonna get rid of most of this because I feel like we're
going 36.
yeah.
Rock your
All
wings.
right, we're gonna be next, I think.
Yeah, I think we will.
Good rock there, low wing. Do you want runway 36 or runway 27? 36 if possible. Low wing, then high, affirmative. Turn right, join east-west, grow out to tower 126.6. Cessna, high wing, rock your wings. Well, not Cessna, but your high wing. You did wing rock and stay anyway. Join the railroad tracks, northeastbound. Join your downwind inside of the gravel pit.
Okay, there was a low wing in front of me, there was a biplane behind me, and then there was a low wing flying high to my right. There were no other high wings around, so when he said Cessna high wing, and I knew I was the next one in the line, that's why I rocked. But his response made me think that maybe I had messed up, like maybe there's another plane around. And it definitely brought confusion in. And then right after, he told me to fly the railroad tracks to the gravel pit, which if you read the NOTAMs, that means I'm going to runway 27. Runway 27 had a 22 knot crosswind on it. And 6 planes just ahead of me had all been given the choice 27 or 36. Everyone had chosen 36. And so I was expecting to go 36. Confusion was brought into the cockpit by, did I rock when I wasn't supposed to? And then it was followed up very quickly by, did he just send me to the other runway?
1,800 miles per hour, 118.5.
Did it say 36?
I don't know.
Can we take 36 for 3 Echo Pop? Affirmative, expect runway 36.
Where'd they take me?
They said expect runway 36.
Turn
3 Echo Pop, that's not gonna work. You expect runway 27.
Alright, 27.
Number 2 Echo Papa, towers 118.5, and biplane towers 126.6.
Alright, we're doing 27. Well, that's a switch up.
It is amazing to me how the seconds feel like minutes when you're up there. There was definitely confusion in our cockpit, and it felt like there might have been some confusion on the ground. I'm just breaking down everything that happened, and I noticed kind of 3 big things. I'm gonna start with myself. There was huge expectation bias, and we learn about this in flight school. We learn about this through all of our training. When you're expecting something so much that you kind of ignore everything else, maybe in a radio call or something like that. And here, I was definitely expecting runway 36. When he gave me 27, I was just like so thrown off by it. So really good learning for me. That expectation bias is very real. And in stressful situations, I have to be more vigilant of that. So the second thing I noticed was when he sent me to runway 27, he didn't say runway 27. There was no actual runway assignment given. It was identifiers to the approach, which for me now in hindsight, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. The railroad tracks, the gravel pit, it's gotta be 27. But being a first time flyer in there and having the expectation bias of 36, I was like, did he just say what, you know? It's definitely important to brief the NOTAMs, which I'm thankful I did, so I knew what he was talking about, but my expectation bias clouded that a little bit with the added confusion of the wrong airplane rocking, then the no runway number. I felt it. I felt very confused. The third thing that happens is the air traffic controllers on the ground have ADS-B from my understanding, but they do a lot of the radio calls by binoculars. So they'll look at the plane, and I've only seen this on YouTube. So if any of the ATC guys here, I'd love to learn a little bit more about how you do this. But they look at the plane, they find like some plane identifiers on it, and that's how they call it out. And then they started using my tail number as well. In subsequent calls, there was use of different tail numbers. 2 Echo Papa was one that was used multiple times. And when you're so used to hearing your tail number and they're using a different tail number, even off by one number, it again just added confusion in the cockpit. I'm like, are they talking to me? Like I was already feeling like I was the wrong plane that I've rocked, and now they're saying a different tail number. Is there a different guy around? There was a lot of confusion, and it's only in afterwards, looking back at all the footage, I realized, well, no, there wasn't any other high wing around. There wasn't anyone else by that tail number. But in the moment, I was like, are they talking to me? Because it's difficult to identify an aircraft with the tail number or even visually identifying the aircraft, it can bring in confusion. And so I'd be curious to know what the best way is to identify yourself and be identified by ATC in this setting.
All right, gotta get out the other paper. 27, right?
27.
Winds 15, gust 21.
Taildragger midfield, downwind, be a short approach 27, clear to land on the green dot.
You're going to green dot.
Keep that base going a little bit further than the downwind before you turn that base. Sorry about that. We want you to turn base at the orange dot, clear to land, runway 27 at the green dot. Thanks. You're doing a great job. You can go ahead and start that base turn now. You're doing real well.
All right, we're cross-checked. We're ready for landing. Green option.
Nice job on the base turn. Keep it coming all the way around. That wind's out of the north, so it's going to be pushing you. Clear to land, 27 green dot.
100. 30. 10. 5. 4. Traffic. 2. 7. 5. 4. 3. 1.
Taildragger, nice job. Get under control. Left into the grass. Follow the flaggers. Welcome to Oshkosh.
You did it, honey.
I did it. Wasn't pretty, but we got here.
We got it. That was some major crosswind.
Cherokee over the ground pit starts descent. To the north, it's going to push you. So turn.
I can't believe it. That was a spicy landing. Holy crap.
Oh my gosh, we did not want that run. Why do we always get the things that don't go as anticipated?
I know, truly. What is going on?
That had me sweating.
I was sweating.
You did so good.
Dude, thank you.
Midfield downwind, high wind.
Dude, we made it. Oh my gosh. I'm like decompressing now. It's straight crosswind, so gusty.
You did so good though. You like nailed her down. You said, green dot, I am here.
I know, it was just past. You know, we'll have to dial in the future years, but I cannot argue with that.
No, you did for your first one. That is not bad.
Dude.
And with how much wind we were dealing with. Holy moly.
I mean, it's straight. You can see it's a straight crosswind on the runway.
Yeah, it was 15 gusting 21.
I look forward to listening to that back because I think I had a little bit of expectation bias.
Yeah, I think I did too. Did he call us a Cessna or did we wave at the wrong one?
He called us a Cessna high wing. There was no other high wing near us, though. That's why I rocked my wings.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, that's not a Cessna, but it's a high wing. Okay, all in all, though, the Fisk Arrival was very well managed. I think it gets spicy when you get close to the runway.
Welcome to Osh.
I cannot believe it has already been a week here and we are done with Oshkosh.
Dude, it flies by so fast and I feel every year it gets faster and faster. Community grows and like our time just gets sweeter and sweeter every year we come here.
Like the planes are cool, the air show is like freaking epic, but we have developed such family here in the aviation community, whether it being y'all online. Thank you for coming up and saying hi to us. We love getting to meet you.
Dude,
you are what keep us continuing to do social media.
It's everything to us.
We are headed on to state number 11. I think you'll be seeing Georgia first before we head on to state number 11. But we got some fun adventures ahead and we hope to see y'all next week in...
Yeah, just go straight ahead to Alpha, cross runway 18.
Just following Aaron. Whiskey, runway 27, clear for takeoff. Be cautious, a little bit slower traffic ahead.
You have a safe flight. Thanks for meeting me.